The burden is mine. I will take the ring.
Three rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. This is the War of the Ring.
Hello everyone, I am the Norman Vari, and welcome to Lord of the Rings, The War of the Ring. Now, I suspect you're wondering, why are there 2 videos up in one day? Well, the answer is quite simple. My upload schedule has been a bit off for the past couple of days due to some technical difficulties, and in addition, I wanted to bring back this series which I started just before I vanished last time. Don't worry, it's not going to happen again. This is not a portent of doom, I promise you that. So, we're going to be picking up where we left off last time, with the second mission of the Good Campaign.
The dwarves have spilled orc blood for hundreds of years in many major wars, and now another such battle is about to begin. The orcs have come from the west to besiege Thorin's Gate, the common entrance to the Iron Hills. The king under the mountain has sent his kindred from the mines to defend his realm. Under the leadership of Gimli, son of Gloin, the dwarf forces intend to complete the construction of an ancient weapon to rid their home of the orcs.
The king under the mountain calls on us to drive back the invading orcs. The orcs have besieged Thorin's Gate for almost a year, and have nearly pushed through. They have a fortified encampment on the northern edge of the mountains. But fear not, I have a plan. After the Battle of the 5 Armies, Thorin's kin ordered the secret construction of a great weapon. Its purpose was to prevent an orc invasion into these hills. Alas, it was never completed. We must find the weapon and finish its construction. We'll need to defend our workers, but first, we must increase our numbers. The orcs have taken over the nearby ore and water supply. Let's take it back and set up our own camp.
So once again we're back with Gimli, this time working to reconstruct a massive catapult. Our own little super weapon. So let's start off by pushing the orcs away from where we want our base. I clicked the wrong button. That's just typical of me, isn't it? I'm just going to send Gimli off to capture that tower through one of his special abilities. Gimli, come out of there. Difficult. I left it just on the edge. I'm just trying to get that. 2 points of power. 2 fate points rather. Get that. Practice its use. Quite the powerful slam. Doesn't seem to do much to buildings though. Disappointing. For those of you wondering what's with all this tainted ground, you can find a general explanation of several of this game's mechanics in the original video, which I will link in the description. But just to give you a general idea, these warposts corrupt an area of ground, which is what allows the forces of evil to construct their buildings. This one here is an exception due to the fact that we captured it with the force of good, and we gain our control areas differently.
An objective has been completed.
Well, that show's got left behind. Let's get Gimli and go that way. And then build up our town hall. Let's garrison some troops in here. Now just wait for this to get built up.
Excellent! Now we just need to find the old weapon and finish building it. My memory is correct. The weapon should be in the southwest.
An objective has been completed.
Alright, so we've got our base set up now. So, the next objective is to find the Great Catapult. However, we're going to be very careful about this. So first we're going to get ourselves another building set up, so we can upgrade our units. Set a rally point, and bring in a couple of extra axe throwers to replace those we lost during the initial attack. Just ungarrison these guys now they're all healed up. And we'll upgrade these so we have plenty of population cap. Let's make sure Gimli's up front and centre. And then we're going to bring up some of those ever so lovely dwarven shield breakers. If you ever need a strong front line, always look to the dwarves. See, what are we lacking for another camp? 84. Shouldn't take too long. As you can see, we've kept the usual 3 workers to each resource. Gives us a steady supply. And the camp building up. So they've got quite a bit of ore as well, but we should be okay with just the 2 for now. Now we're not going to advance straight over to where Gimli said the catapult should be. We're going to make sure we secure the path along that along that region first. So I'm going to make sure we do lots of scouting and work out where the enemy is going to be coming from. Now this pass should be fairly easy to block off. Now is when you'll see how good guys work for their control zones. So as you can see, I can't place anything out here despite the land being clear. You can only place it within a certain radius of other buildings. So we have to put our first watchtower over here and build a string of them up to where we want them. So just stun these orcs. these guys up defensively.
Let's talk more fight. What is it? Disturb a dwarf, will ya?
Is there anything coming at them, or running to Gimli and the shield breakers before they get to the axe throwers? How's our tower going?
A building has been completed.
Going.
It can get quite tedious, I admit, with the way the control zones work. However, it does have the advantage of ensuring that we will have a very long line of defence. So even if, after the units have moved off, we start losing towers around here, they're just going to have a row of them to get through to reach our base. And even then, we can start pumping out units right on top of them, which is always useful. Because buildings tend to be so durable in this, it means that you're generally going to be able to mount some kind of defense, which is something I like in this game. Some modern RTS games where if your base gets invaded and you don't have an army already there, you're not really going to get much of a defense going. Whereas in this, it's fairly reasonable in that you can mount some form of defense without your buildings being utterly demolished before you can bring out some units to fight. We have our next tower, and our next shield breaker.
This way. Where's the fight? Where's the fight? In good time. What is it? Where's the battle? Here.
So by forming this little battle line, we guarantee that our base is going to remain very secure, and that our worker isn't just going to get dunked on by a bunch of orcs.
A building has been completed.
Yes.
If we can just squeeze that in there, we can bring these guys in a bit tighter.
What say you?
Pull him back.
Where is it? Just point the way.
Now once this tower's up, we can move on to do some more scouting. We found patrolling orcs. Oh, it's an attack force. Now you can see how effective this is. Now, admittedly, if it was a player, they would probably just direct the guys to go straight for the ranged units. Back. I know you dwarves like battle, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, the player could have directed them to go straight for the axe throws, but by having these guys at the front, you always guarantee to get some damage on them with the close combat units, and generally disrupt the enemy formation. Oh, what have we here? Some random dwarven worker coming to help us. Set up our second tower, and then just move these guys to the front again. We can start moving on.
Over here. I'm on my way.
So now we can scout both for the catapult and for other choke points at the same time.
Let us go on.
Okay, so
Are you fighting the orcs?
oops.
There's more of them to the west, you know.
Okay, so he's just revealed an orc camp for us.
I'm on my way. Over here.
Which is very helpful of him. And we've got a
A building
choke point here that we can use to stage our inevitable assault.
Right away. Just give me a row of orcs.
So once again,
This
in
way.
the form of a battle line,
March. Here. At once. Right away. Here. March. I smell battle. My pleasure. I smell battle. What is it? My pleasure.
And that way, any orcs coming from that camp will run directly into our dwarves.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll build one more tower here just for safety. Let's take a new guy, have him deliver his resources, and then go running off this way. Let's just stun them. And we will unlock Heroic Legacy. Back. This is one problem I tend to find, is that your units will get very eager to run off.
This way. At once. A fine idea.
Has been
By my beard.
So let's power up Gimli. And take this guy. Take this guy and use him to help build up our row of towers this way. As you can see, the control zone comes up before you finish construction, or even begin construction, because the framework is put in place ahead of you. It's a very handy feature. And given the width of this path, I think we could do with one more of each type of Dwarven Warrior. So the Shieldbreaker and the Axe Thrower. And then we will just work on some upgrades. So we'll start upgrading our damage with the shield breakers, and then get some extra armor going, and finally upgrade the base damage.
A building has been completed. A building has been completed. Your camp is under attack.
And we can see that the orcs just simply cannot get through. Well, they might get through. They're going to be taking a lot of damage right now. See, Wildguide already dead.
Your camp is under attack.
What? Moving.
They've got quite a significant range on them as well.
Right.
So I'm going to go up to start repairs.
Here.
And send these guys over to join the army.
By my beard.
An upgrade has been completed.
All things considered, I think we might need to put in maybe an extra tower or two, just to make sure that pass is held in case another large wave comes.
Has been completed.
Yes. On it. Where? Going.
Go repair the other one.
A fight. Where? Let's talk. More fight.
Now this is quite an ideal setup. 6 of each type of Dwarven Warrior, and Gimli can cover them all with his Siege Aura.
Ready.
Close back a bit, and put in an extra tower. Okay, so while they're building up, we're going to go deal with the nearby threat of the enemy orc camp.
An An upgrade has been completed.
I use Gimli's steel tower feature, and I did it again. I used the wrong button.
A building has been completed.
Set the attack move up there. Stun some orcs. And then I'm just going to pull back a bit now. No, come back. Come back. And this way, see, rather than just destroying the tower and wasting it, we can send Gimli on his own and capture it. And then we can send the other dwarves in. What have we got here? Just 2 of the orcs. 2 lonely orcs. Repair that up a bit. And I'll get 1 final tower in for good measure.
An upgrade has been completed.
Now this gives us something even better than a blocked off choke point. This gives us the potential for an entirely new base. And that's always going to be helpful. Especially since, if I'm not mistaken, we are very close to the catapult location. It should, I believe, be in this corner here somewhere.
A building has been
Right,
completed.
they're done with that. So over here. And get a new town hall set up. In the meantime, we'll take these 2 and go do some scouting.
This way, by my beard. March at once. A fine idea. By my beard.
So promising.
There it is. Let's get to work.
An objective has been completed.
So, dwarves never build things small. And this is going to be our ancient catapult. Which is going to take quite some time to build, given it has 8,000 health. So, we'll take our forces here. We will set them up so the enemy can't sneak past. You can move through these ruins. Make sure these 2 cover this side, and Gimli covers this side, with all the axe throwers covering the middle.
A building has been
We can go build that, and we'll build this, and then we'll just build a bunch of workers to go construct the catapult. And one to go build some towers. We like towers. Oh, another attack.
has been completed.
And once again, there's just too many of them for the orcs to have a chance. So have we got any upgrades? No, we have not.
A building.
You can upgrade that though. So once these guys are all built, we'll send them off to the catapult.
A building has been.
Ah! They know we're here now, and they'll surely come for us. Be alert for the stench of orcs, and protect the catapult at all costs. Without it, we have no chance against their numbers.
Okay, so we've gotten ourselves set up, expanded our army, and we've got work going on the catapult. Now, it's going to take a while to build, We already have some pretty decent defences. And we also have no means of further construction here, apparently. That's a pain. There. Oh, looks like we'll have to build in a different direction.
I'm listening.
Still, we can buy some time.
Less talk, more fight.
And when I'm controlling an army of dwarves with thick shields, giant hammers, and Gimli at the head, I think you all know what I mean by that. We're going to charge. We're going to break the game. It tells us we should stand our ground and fight, but we're going to be a little suicidal and have some fun with this. So let's just make sure we get this building up before we move on. Because we have to build around the hill. Which means we can take the opportunity to set up some defense at this choke point. So if anything gets through up here, they'll be caught by these two towers here. Ooh.
Disturb a dwarf, will ya?
Yes, I will. Let's just beat up these orcs. And then we'll go charging northward. And they've all moved out of formation again.
Let us go on. Over here.
Your camp is under attack.
Onward. Right away. Right away.
What is this guy doing?
A building has been completed.
On it. I'm on my way.
So apparently these Warg Riders go for suicide runs. Okay then.
Aye, a bear! 'Tis a man-bear! You needn't fear me, dwarf. I smell orcs about, and chains for a hunt. We could use your help. Join us, and we'll give them a fight worthy of a tale.
Now that is interesting. I did not know this mission had that. I've played this several times before, and I never discovered this. One of the beginnings. Well, our combat prowess just went up a little.
Just give me a row of orcs next. Onward!
I won't lie, my Lord of the Rings knowledge is a little rusty. I haven't read the books in a while. So, I can't give you the full lesson about beginnings. But if you've seen the Hobbit movies, there's a good chance you know what's going on with this guy anyway.
I'm on my way.
A pile of ore is running low.
Over here.
The pile of ore is running low. I'm guessing that would be this one over here. Yep. Its version of low is within the 700 region.
Right away.
So we've still got some time on that.
Right away.
A well is running
I'm on
low.
my way.
We'll be back at the main camp as well.
Onward. Right away.
I get a feeling that'll be... It looks like it could lead to a place of power. So let's take a risk and go take a look at what we have here.
Right away.
Oh, it's the gate.
I'm on my way. On it. Onward.
Well, let's scout around over here.
Go on. I'm on my way. Onward. I'm on my way.
I would assume that way leads to the
I'm on my way.
orc camp.
Right away. I'm on my way. Right away.
Yes, it
On
does.
my way.
So we don't want to go that way.
I'm on my way.
Your camp is under attack.
Right away.
Camp's under attack again. And it's running this gauntlet of towers.
We are under attack.
And then running into these two. We handle them rather neatly.
We are under attack.
Right away.
Let's keep going then.
Let us go on.
How's our catapult doing? 4,800 out of 8,000. So over halfway there.
Where are they? Over here! I'm on my way. Let us go on. Right away! Over here! Onward! Right away!
What do we have up here? Another road to the orc camp?
Right away! I'm on my way.
Indeed it is.
Right away! Over here!
So now we can actually be really cheeky
I'm on my
and
way.
set a battle line
Where are they? On it.
that will stop them from charging out towards our camp via the southern pass.
By my beard. March. Where is it? At once. March. A fight. Where? A fine idea. Yes. Let's go. What is it? I wait for no one. I smell battle. What say you? Where's the fight? I wait for no one. Where's the fight? I wait for no one. I smell battle. Move out. Gimli here.
Let's see.
Right away.
Be sure to hold your position. So now they'll only attack people who come within their assault range. Well, that's pretty much won us this game. Since the orcs probably aren't going to breach this little blockade, they're going to get a few troops out through here probably. Oh, it looked that way. Goodness me.
We are under attack. A well has run dry.
Well, it's nothing to worry about, it seems.
What? Moving.
That said, we're still going to look into building our towers out a bit.
On it.
See if we can't get far enough to intercept them. And with this, we'll build up a little blockade. In fact, we might make it literally another blockade and go hold this pass.
A pile of ore has been depleted.
We're over 6,000 on the catapult now, so we're getting closer.
Where's the battle? Where?
A building has been completed.
Can we get any extra towers out? Just barely.
On it. Where's the battle? Get me a target. Get me a target.
A building has been completed. We are under attack.
Just give me a row of orcs next. Where is it?
We're just going to pull these guys
Fine
back
idea.
and then catch them in these brambles.
Ready.
Okay, so that hurt a lot more than expected.
Get me a target.
How close are we to this now? Nearly time.
I'm listening.
Just reset the point.
Yes. Get me a target.
A building
It's finished! Let's stain these hills with orc blood, as a warning to others who would invade our lands.
And that's how you wipe out orcs. So now all we have left to do is have some fun using the catapult to wipe out this massive orc encampment, which, to be perfectly honest, we could probably take out ourselves. But it's just so much more fun to do this.
A catapult has been launched. An objective has been completed.
And when's it going to arrive? Here it comes. And boom. Ooh, looks like they got angry at Gimli. Stun them. And without losing a dwarf. Fire again.
Has been launched.
I really must question how the dwarves load this thing. Oh my.
Ready. A fight. Where? March.
Charge in and deal with those. Get them all stuck in brambles.
We are under attack.
And then fire
A
again.
catapult has been launched.
A fight. Where? I smell battle.
We are under attack.
Oh no. There's just one building and an orc left.
My axe grows restless.
So what we're going to do is we're going to charge in. That's everything we have at them.
We are under attack.
Just to buy the catapult that little bit of extra time.
A catapult has been launched.
Just capture that tower.
I don't think the orcs will return anytime soon.
With the catapult's completion, another entrance to the dwarf realm was defended. No more orcs would brave the lands where fire and stone rained death upon them. Aware that his orcs had failed, Sauron sought another way to reach the dwarves. He sent emissaries to the king under the mountain, offering an alliance and great reward for information about a certain hobbit. Suspecting treachery, the dwarf king sent Gloin and his son Gimli to warn Bilbo and seek the counsel of Elrond in Rivendell. There, Gimli would join the Fellowship in their quest to destroy the One Ring.
So, that's another mission done. And that was, as ever, quite a bit of fun, just smashing up the orcs with dwarven hammers and axes, and then ultimately just throwing that massive catapult. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll all consider checking out this fantastic game, and I will see you all next time. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, as you please. Goodbye.